Answering 10 common questions about insects. How many insect species exist, and what defines these fascinating creatures? Insects, characterized by their small size, 3 pairs of legs, and a body comprising a head, thorax, and abdomen, boast a robust exoskeleton. As arthropods lacking a backbone, most insects sport 1 or 2 pairs of wings and a set of antennae. The known insect world encompasses around 900,000 species, but entomologists anticipate the existence of millions more, possibly up to 10 million, awaiting discovery. Insects populate diverse environments, with a striking statistic. 1 square mile of rural land houses more bugs than the total human population worldwide. Classified into 32 orders, insects exhibit remarkable diversity. The largest order, Holoptera, or beetles, comprises 125 families and an impressive 500,000 species, making up 1/4 of Earth's animal population. In the United States alone, approximately 73,000 insect species exist, including 24,000 beetles, 19,500 flies, 17,500 ants, bees, and wasps, and 11,500 moths and butterflies. How do insects grow? Insects undergo the transformative process of metamorphosis, signifying a profound change in their life cycle. The insect groups that experience complete metamorphosis encompass beetles, moths, butterflies, sawflies, wasps, ants, bees, and flies. Commencing their life cycle as eggs, these groups witness the hatching of an egg into a larva, such as a caterpillar, grub, or maggot, that engages in feeding, molting, shedding its skin, and progressive growth. The larva then transitions through an inactive pupa stage, often enclosed in a cocoon, ultimately emerging as an adult insect like a butterfly or beetle, displaying a strikingly different appearance from its larval phase. Conversely, certain insect groups forego complete metamorphosis, instead undergoing gradual changes as they transform into adults. These groups include scales, aphids, cicadas, leafhoppers, true bugs, grasshoppers, crickets, praying mantises, cockroaches, earwigs, and dragonflies. Referred to as nymphs, the immature forms of these insects grow and undergo incremental size changes, shedding their skin throughout the process. After a final molt, the fully developed adult form emerges. What motivates butterflies and various insects to move between flowers? The primary reason is to nourish themselves with the sweet nectar and occasionally the pollen found within the confines of flowers. Nectar, rich in sugar, provides insects with the necessary energy, while pollen contains essential elements such as protein, fat, vitamins, and minerals. During the feeding process, many insects inadvertently transfer pollen adhering to their bodies from one flower of a plant to another. For successful fertilization and seed formation, pollen, a fine powdery grain from a flower's male reproductive organ, must be conveyed to the female reproductive organ of another flower. What's the purpose behind insects having eyes adorned with thousands of lenses? Adult insects, like bees and dragonflies, typically possess 2 extensive compound eyes, each comprised of individual lenses. In certain cases, these eyes boast thousands of lenses, all oriented in diverse directions to afford the insect an exceptionally broad field of vision. The multitude of lenses aids the insect in detecting movement, allowing for swift reactions in capturing prey or evading potential threats. This phenomenon is observable when attempting to swat a fly in your home, highlighting the challenge of catching a flying insect due to its quick and agile responses. What is the function of the conspicuous spots on the wings of butterflies and moths? These prominent circular spots, resembling large eyes, serve as a defense mechanism. When threatened by a bird or other predator, the insect opens its wings and takes flight. The motion of the wings unveils the eyes, creating confusion for the insect's adversary, which perceives the encounter as an attack on a much larger entity. This moment of hesitation allows the insect to make a quick escape and evade capture. Is it true that certain insects employ slaves for survival? Absolutely. Ants, being social insects residing in colonies within underground chambers, can consist of up to 500,000 individuals. These chambers are interconnected and linked to the Earth's surface through small tunnels. Inside, there are designated rooms for food storage, mating, and nurseries for the young. A queen plays a vital role in producing eggs to replenish the colony with new ants. The construction and upkeep of the colony are executed by an army of worker ants, diligently carrying minuscule particles of dirt in their mandibles, paired appendages near the insect's mouth, and depositing them near the colony exit, forming the distinctive anthill. While the majority of ant colonies are self-sufficient, a notable exception is the Amazon ant, an aggressive red ant species found in the western U.S. Amazon ants engage in the remarkable behavior of stealing the larvae of other ants to serve as slaves. The enslaved ants then undertake the construction of homes and provision of food for the Amazon ants, who, limited to combat skills, rely entirely on their slaves for survival. What holds the title for the largest insect on Earth depends on the definition of largest. In terms of length, the champion is the Farnacia ceratipes, residing in western Malaysia with a remarkable length of up to 22 inches, 56 centimeters. Belonging to the group of insects known as walking sticks, they earn their name from their striking resemblance to sticks with legs. The largest walking sticks, growing up to 13 inches, 33 centimeters, encompass approximately 3,000 tropical species, with 10 species inhabiting North America. The Megaphasma dentricus, a species in the United States, claims the title of the longest insect in the country, measuring up to 7 inches, 7 cm. If considering weight, the Giantweta, Deinocrida heteracantha, takes the lead as an endangered insect that can weigh up to 2.5 ounces, 71 gray. Despite their formidable appearance, these insects are harmless. Another contender often regarded as the largest is the actaeon beetle, Megasoma actaeon, due to its robust build, reaching dimensions of up to 3.5 inches, 9 centimeters in length, 2 inches, 5 centimeters in width, and 1.5 inches, 4 centimeters in thickness. Which insect is occasionally referred to as a ferocious predator? The praying mantis, alternatively known as a praying mantid, is a sizable carnivorous insect thriving in warm regions across the globe. Species of mantises from Europe and China were introduced to the northeastern United States several decades ago to serve as pest controllers on farms and in gardens. These predatory insects, often labeled as ferocious predators, stand out among the few insects capable of rotating their heads to survey their surroundings, rendering them highly efficient hunters. When on the hunt for food, mantises adopt a deceptively unassuming posture, as if their front legs are folded in prayer. They seize their prey with their raptorial front legs, which swiftly extend from their bodies. Typically, mantises commence their meal while the prey is still alive, often beginning with the victim's neck to swiftly subdue any resistance. Praying mantises exhibit a diverse diet, consuming various insects such as other mantises, beetles, butterflies, crickets, grasshoppers, and spiders. Additionally, they prey on small tree frogs, lizards, mice, hummingbirds, and nesting birds. Their contribution to maintaining populations of harmful pests that threaten farms underscores their significant value to agricultural workers. What distinguishes an insect from a spider? While many people commonly perceive spiders as insects, they belong to a distinct category. Spiders fall under the classification of arachnids, a group that also encompasses mites, ticks, and scorpions. Arachnids share several characteristics with their arthropod counterparts, but differ in the absence of antennae. Notably, spiders have 8 legs, as opposed to insects' 6, and their bodies are segmented into 2 parts, contrasting with the 3-part structure of insect bodies. Do medical professionals employ insects for medical purposes? In the realm of medicine, both leeches and blowfly maggots find occasional applications. The U.S. federal government's Food and Drug Administration officially designates both bugs as approved medical devices, marking them as the first live animals to receive this classification. Blowfly maggots serve the purpose of consuming dead tissue, aiding in bacterial eradication, cleansing open wounds, and promoting the healing process. Leeches play a role in extracting excess blood from the body, with their saliva containing a potent blood-thinning agent. Hospitals across the United States receive thousands of laboratory-grown maggots each week for various medical applications.